while there's a veritable plethora of how-to-draw manuals gallantly glorifying any bookseller's sales, up to now there's been no book available to tell a budding young Buscema or Kirby, Colin or Kane how to draw comic book superheroes, and, most importantly, how to do it in the mildly magnificent Marvel style. Yep, I knew I'd have to write it someday, and it all came together when Big John organised his comic book workshop. Early in '75, Johnny told me he was going to teach a course in drawing for the comics. My curiosity aroused. I visited one of his classes and was absolutely amazed at the quality and depth of his instruction. You know how rare it is to find the foremost person in some field who can actually teach as well as perform. Well, take it from me, I had certainly found him that day, and I was doubly fortunate in that he was a long-time friend as well as a co-worker at Marvel Comics. After viewing the success of his popular art course, I finally told Johnny that I felt it was a shame only a comparative handful of students could learn what he had to teach about comic book artwork. A shame that so few were able to sit at the feet of the master. Then I planted the seed. If he were to illustrate a book on the subject, he could reach thousands of aspiring artists all at the same time. Obviously, no one book can substitute for an entire art course, but at least we'd be able to present a broad overview, illustrating the most important elements of style, drama and design that go into the making of a Marvel superhero feature. Without looking up from his drawing board, he mumbled his usual monosyllabic grunt, which long years of friendship had taught me to interpret as a note of assent. Spurred on by his display of unbridled enthusiasm, I knew the project could be delayed no longer. John Buscema would organise, prepare and illustrate our book, based on the highly successful course he teaches in his own workshop, and I would do the writing and sneakily steal a disproportionate share of the credit, as is my wont. So, here we are. Okay, I won't keep you from the good stuff any longer. Just remember one thing. The pages that follow were created to give you an informed insight into the way the most popular comic book superhero strips are designed and illustrated. They'll bring you as many artistic tips, tricks, secrets and suggestions as possible. They'll show you what we strive for in doing our drawings and how we go about achieving our unique objectives in art and design. We've tried to condense our own long years of training, toil and experience into this one valiant little volume. And, in return, all we ask of you is, don't tell our competition what you've learned. Excelsior!